What if I told you the app that made disappearing messages cool? Rewired how an entire generation communicates. Snapchat didn't invent messaging, but it did turn a casual chat into a digital dopamine hit. It gamified your friendships. It invented streaks. It turned your camera into a social playground. And somewhere along the way, it became one of the most influential tech platforms in the world. Today, we're talking about the disappearing app that refused to disappear. Welcome back to What Made It Viral, the show that unpacks how pop culture and platforms catch fire. This episode, Snapchat, the vanishing photo app that became a $100 billion attention machine. We'll break down the origin, where it came from, the climb, how early adoption and viral loops accelerated growth, the tipping point, what sent it into the mainstream, the global spread, how it reinvented communication norms worldwide, the legacy, and why Snapchat's fingerprints are on every major app today. And hey, stick around, because we'll also reveal how this changed the way we think about privacy, memory, and self-image. Let's get into it. Snapchat was born out of a simple idea. What if messages didn't last forever? In 2011, 3 Stanford students, Evan Spiegel, Reggie Brown, and Bobby Murphy, launched Peekaboo. It let you send a photo that disappeared in seconds. Back then, this idea sounded sketchy. The app was mocked. A lot of early press coverage assumed it was for, well, s***ing. But Evan Spiegel saw something deeper. In an internet obsessed with permanence, Snapchat offered ephemerality. Imagine this. Your Facebook photos from 2008 are still there. Your tweets from high school? Searchable. But what if sharing could feel more like real life? Spontaneous, raw, and forgettable. That's what Snapchat nailed. It wasn't about broadcasting. It was about intimacy. And that hit a nerve with Gen Z and late millennials. Kids growing up with their whole lives online. For them, Snapchat wasn't just a messaging app. It was a safe space. The name change from Peekaboo to Snapchat was symbolic too. This wasn't about vanity or permanence. It was about play. In fact, early users said it felt more like passing notes in class than posting online. There was something thrilling about the fleetingness. And the ghost logo, that wasn't just branding, it was a statement. This app wasn't meant to haunt you later. Snapchat's growth wasn't just about timing. It was about design psychology. In 2013, they introduced stories, 24-hour public updates from your friends. Instagram didn't have it. Facebook didn't have it. TikTok wasn't born yet. It was Snapchat's first major innovation. Stories gave users a narrative arc. You weren't just sending pics. You were building a timeline. But then came something genius, streaks. Every time you and a friend traded snaps daily, a fire emoji and day count appeared. The longer the streak, the more invested you became. This wasn't messaging. This was gamified bonding. It played on the commitment bias. Once you've started something, you're more likely to keep going. Streaks made Snapchat habitual, emotional, and addictive. And let's not forget filters. Snapchat pioneered AR for the masses. Dog ears, face swaps, rainbow vomit. It was silly. It was viral. And it made the app fun, even if you had no messages. Suddenly, people were opening Snapchat just to play. That's the magic of layered utility. When a product serves multiple emotional needs, expression, connection, creativity, even brands started experimenting. Taco Bell launched a Cinco de Mayo filter that turned your head into a giant taco. And it got over 224 million views in a day. Snapchat was becoming more than messaging. It was a stage. Snapchat exploded. By 2016, it had 150 million daily users. And it wasn't just teens. Celebrities joined the wave, and some defined it. Remember DJ Khaled's Snap saga? He got lost on a jet ski, documented the whole thing. It was part drama, part meme, all Snapchat. Kylie Jenner, her daily life became content. Her snaps got millions of views. She basically turned the app into a mini reality show. These moments weren't just viral, they were sticky. They gave Snapchat a cultural edge no other app had. And then came the IPO. In 2017, Snap Inc. went public. Valuation $33 billion. Wall Street was stunned. A disappearing message app? That's a business, yes. Because Snapchat wasn't just tech. It was behavioral infrastructure. It rewired how people talked, and brands followed. Snapchat ads were vertical, quick, native, interactive, everything TV ads weren't. This was the beginning of mobile native marketing. Even as Instagram began copying features, Snapchat stayed culturally distinct. Why? Because its users weren't just browsing, they were participating. Snapchat's UX reinforced co-creation. You weren't passively consuming. You were snapping, scribbling, playing. Snapchat wasn't just a US thing. India, Saudi Arabia, Brazil, adoption surged. Partly due to smartphones becoming cheaper, but also because Snapchat adapted fast. They localized content, partnered with regional creators, rolled out language support, launched Discover, a curated feed of news and entertainment and Snap originals. Snapchat wasn't just competing with social media, it was becoming a full-blown entertainment platform. And then came Snap Map, a real-time visual of where your friends were, on a map, Bitmoji and all. For teens, it was half creepy, half addictive. It added ambient presence. Even if you weren't chatting, you felt connected. This led to what sociologists call ambient awareness. The idea that passive information creates emotional closeness. Meanwhile, Arkansas kept evolving. Snap's Lens Studio let creators build their own filters. Snapchat became a sandbox for creative coding and playful self-expression. Suddenly, everyone from Nike to the NBA was building filters. Local artists in Nairobi, beauty brands in Seoul. A digital canvas went global. And Bitmoji, that became your digital twin. Customizable, expressive, and deeply embedded into chat culture. Today, almost every major app has a story feature. Instagram copied it. Facebook copied it. YouTube, they call it Shorts. Even LinkedIn tried. Snapchat's DNA is everywhere, and the ephemeral format changed how we share. The vertical ad model changed how brands advertise. The AR lenses changed how we play with our faces. Snapchat also changed our sense of memory. We don't need to save everything anymore. Some things are just meant to disappear. Psychologists link this to liberation from performative pressure. When things aren't permanent, you post more freely. Snapchat's influence even reaches into gaming and virtual presence. Its spectacles were an early AR wearable attempt, a hint at a future beyond screens. Even now, Snapchat remains ahead in AR with real-time try-on filters and advanced face tracking tech. And that's why Snapchat still matters. Even in the age of TikTok, Snap has 400 M+ daily users. It's not just surviving, it's evolving. AR glasses. Creator monetization. My AI chatbot. Generative tools for brands and fans. Snapchat continues to blur the line between communication, entertainment, and technology. And that might be its greatest innovation yet. So what do you think? What's your longest streak ever and how many days did it last? Drop it in the comments. And if you love learning what made the internet what it is today, hit subscribe. Because next time, we're diving into a cultural titan. What made Taylor Swift viral? The most searched name on earth. It's gonna be poetic. It's gonna be personal. And it might just be record-breaking. See you then.